Welcome back to the Brandon Show. This episode is going to be regarding prosciutto and cured meats not being actually considered processed meats. Is prosciutto processed food? Yes, prosciutto is considered a processed food because it undergoes a curing process involving salt and time to preserve it and enhance its flavor. This method of preservation, which includes rubbing the meat with salt and allowing it to dry for months, is a form of processing. The World Health Organization (WHO) classifies all processed meats, including prosciutto, as carcinogenic, placing them in the same category as tobacco and asbestos. However, the health implications of prosciutto are considered less severe than other processed meats because it is traditionally made without chemical preservatives like nitrates or nitrates, relying instead on natural salt and air drying. While it is still high in sodium that contribute to health issues like blood pressure if consumed in excess, its production method is often seen as a more natural compared to the natural processed meats. Some experts and producers argue that prosciutto is high quality. Varieties like prosciutto di Parma should not be grouped with processed meats like bacon or sausages due to its traditional additive-free curing process. Despite this, it is still categorized as processed and should be consumed in moderation as part of a balanced diet. Cured meats are not ultra-processed foods. It is often happens that cured meats are indicated as unhealthy foods because they are a result of meat processing in order to keep them for a long time. But is it really so? There is actually a bit of confusion about it, as there is no difference between a processed food and an ultra-processed one. Based on the NOVA classification, processed foods are simply made with 2 or 3 ingredients and have undergone processing such as cooking and storage. This category, therefore, includes cured meats together with canned vegetables and legumes, bread, beer, and wine. For this reason, cured meats are defined as processed meats, but they are quite distinct from the category of ultra-processed foods. In fact, these are the result of long industrial processes that contain more than 5 ingredients, including additives such as stabilizers and preservatives, with the aim of imitating the sensory qualities of other foods or masking unwanted flavors and smells. Examples are fake soy steaks or veg burgers, i.e., fake products that try to imitate unsuccessfully the real ones. We are therefore faced with real junk food, ultra-processed and hyper-processed, the excessive consumption of which has been associated with numerous health problems such as obesity, cardiovascular, and cerebrovascular pathologies, therefore strokes, heart attacks, ischemias, and higher risk of mortality. So far from our genuine cured meats, the result of the savoir-faire of artisans who use simple ingredients such as salt, pepper, herbs, and spices according to the recipe, with which both ancient traditions and protected by DOP and IGP brands. They guarantee its quality and wholesomeness. And what about nitrates and nitrates and cured meats? Research has already shown for some time that they are not dangerous, but it's always good to reiterate it. These substances are added to protect us from the development of very dangerous pathogenic microorganisms, including Clostridium botulinum, which causes botulism. They have specific functions in our body for the correct functioning of various processes, such as vasodilation of the blood pressure control, and for this reason, their presence in food is important for our health. They are not only found in cured meats and sausages, but above all in drinking water and vegetables such as beets, celery, turnips, spinach, radishes, lettuce, fennel, cabbage, courgettes, in which they are naturally present in much higher quantities. With values 10 times higher than cured meats in the order of 2,000 through 7,000 milligrams per kilogram of food product. In fact, cured meats are kept under certain legal limits for safety equal to 150 milligrams of nitrate per kilogram and 150 milligrams of nitrate per kilogram of product. It goes without saying that these thresholds are therefore absolutely safe for humans, but when they are looked at as something to be limited. The reason is their potential transformation the stomach into carcinogenic nitrosamines, but this too can be avoided by consuming foods containing them together with other riches in vitamin C, which prevents this transformation. In short, there is no reason to consume cured meats. In short, there is no reason not to consume cured meats, as it is highly unlikely that the food that we have consumed consuming for millennia is responsible for today's pathologies. Instead, let's think of the abundance of ultra-processed modern foods that invade the shelves of our supermarkets, perhaps with improbable traffic light labels that deceive the consumer, and let us ask ourselves some serious questions. All right, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, go ahead, like, subscribe, share my videos with people that resonate with this kind of information. If you have any suggestions on shows, let me know. I'm always interested in researching other topics and putting on information or learning things about these or other things related to it. All right, until I see you again. Bye.